Today's big little recipe is a summery salmon dish that you couldn't overcook even if you tried. Okay.
Someone heard salmon.
So I have 12 ounces of salmon here. The dish that we're making is going to be with buttery boiled potatoes and then a dill yogurt and paprika oil that's just gonna go on top of everything. So in addition to the salmon, I have some tiny yellow potatoes. I love these because they are creamy, they have an awesome texture, and all you have to do is just boil them in salted water and they're so delicious. The next ingredient is going to be whole milk yogurt. So I like this because it has a really rich but also tangy flavor. 2% will be okay. Non-fat, I would recommend maybe stirring in a little bit of cream or olive oil, just something to bump up that flavor a bit. We're gonna be blending the yogurt with some fresh dill. So I love dill because it has like a really summery, bright flavor. When you blend it with yogurt, it creates this like green, amazing sort of sauce just in 2 ingredients. It's so easy in a food processor. And then we're gonna take more dill and sprinkle it on top, kind of like a salad green. And the last ingredient is paprika. So I like smoked paprika because it's kind of like a bonus flavor within that spice. If you only have sweet or hot, that's okay too. What we're basically gonna be doing is warming up some olive oil, stirring in the paprika, and then you end up with this like bright red, really delicious paprika oil, and it's gonna go really well with the salmon and the potatoes. So we have 2 different sauces and they go well with both of our main ingredients. Okay, all right. Now I'm going to be removing the skin from the salmon. If we were doing like a crispy pan-seared salmon, you would want the skin to stay on so that you get that like crackly exterior. Because we're going to be slow roasting it, it's not gonna have the same benefit. It would just stay kind of soft and it wouldn't be super pleasant to eat. This is a method that I learned from our Genius Recipes column a few years back. It is like the foolproof way to cook fish. You have a 275-degree Fahrenheit oven and you just like let it do its thing. It's called like slow roasting because it's such a low temperature. If we were doing like a brisket, that would take hours, but because the fish is so delicate, it's gonna take less than a half hour, maybe even as short as like 15 minutes. So now I'm gonna start removing the skin from the fish. All you need for this is a really sharp knife, and we are just going to slide the knife along the bottom while tugging the skin on the other side to kind of encourage it to wiggle off. So that'll make the skin want to get off the fish and the knife will just be encouraging it along.
Nailed it.
Honestly, I did nail it, yeah. So this used to be one of my prep tasks when I was a line cook, and I was very bad at it then. What you're basically going for is to remove as little fish as possible, obviously because we want the fish, and then to get a nice even piece of skin pulled off. So now that we've done it once, we can do it again. So now that our skin is off the salmon, if you are feeling like an overachiever today, something fun that you can do is sprinkle it with salt, maybe a little pepper or whatever spice you like, and just broil it, and it'll turn into almost like a bacony, crispy situation. And that's a really fun snack for once you're waiting for the rest of the dish to come together. So for now, I'm going to get our salmon in the oven. So to do that, I have my salmon hand. So I'm just gonna be using this clean hand that I held the knife with, and that's gonna touch everything else. So I just wanna do a small amount of olive oil at the bottom of my tiny little pan. You don't need too much because the salmon is really rich on its own. So then we are going to take the salmon, put it in there, kind of roll it around. Now I'm going to season it all over with salt. Do a flip. And then we'll do just a drizzle more oil. And that's it. So now it is ready to go in the oven. So our salmon has been in for probably about half the time. Come on. If it breaks a little bit while you're flipping it, that's totally no big deal because we're gonna be flaking it at the end anyway. Okay, so now we are gonna get it back in the oven for maybe another 7 or 8 minutes, and then we'll check it again. Now that our salmon has cooled to like a barely warm temperature, I'm going to stick it in the fridge. Now that our salmon is chilling, I'm gonna get started on the rest of the components of the recipe. So first thing is getting water on for our boiled potatoes. So I'm just gonna set this on high and then season it with salt. So however much water you have in your pot, just like roughly estimate a tablespoon of kosher salt to a quart of water. I'm just gonna do like 2 big tablespoons. And while this is heating up, I'm going to cut my potatoes. I have a pound of yellow potatoes here. You can either halve or quarter them or go even smaller than that depending on the potato size. The only thing to keep in mind is that you want the pieces that you cut the potatoes into to be relatively even size. So our potatoes are all cut and we will get them in the salty boiling water. While the potatoes are boiling, we're gonna work on the 2 sauces that go with our dish. So the first is a smoked paprika oil, which truly could not be easier. It's just going to involve heating up some olive oil, like a 1/4 cup. And as soon as that's hot, we're gonna cut the heat, whisk in some smoked paprika and a pinch of salt for flavor, and then that's it. So we're basically letting the warm oil, like that residual heat, toast the paprika. When I was testing this, I tried cooking the paprika with the oil, and it's very easy to burn, so it ends up getting like a slightly bitter, unpleasant taste. So by turning off the heat, letting the hot pan and the hot oil like warm up that spice, you're gonna get a lot of flavor. There's no risk of burning it. So our oil is hot now. So I am just going to measure out a teaspoon of paprika, sprinkle her in there. You can hear that sizzle, that's a really good sign. And now I'm going to season it with a pinch of salt. Whisk it, and I'm just gonna get it in a bowl. This way we make sure that it doesn't burn. It smells really, really good. Now that we've made the paprika oil, we are going to whip up the dill yogurt, which is truly just as simple as blitzing together dill and yogurt. Our timer just went off, so I am going to check in with the potato and see if it's done. And I'm just gonna fish one out with the spider. Done. To help the potatoes cool off, I am just spreading them out so they're in a single layer. This way they're not like on top of each other steaming. And I'm just gonna sprinkle them with a little more salt so I know they're super well seasoned. And now we can get back to our dill yogurt and make sure it's fully blended. Season that to taste with salt, and then we will be ready to eat. So our dill yogurt, it is this super pretty like pea green color. At this point, I'm just going to add a little bit of salt to taste. Let's do it a few more times to incorporate that, and then it's good to go. Done. Our salmon is all chilled. Our other components are all ready. Our warm, salty boiled potatoes, dill yogurt, paprika oil, and a little bit more dill to sprinkle on top of everything. So the first thing I'm going to do is just flake apart the salmon with 2 forks. This does not have to be perfect. The pieces don't have to be even. I just am kind of going for like craggy, big pieces. So the base of the plate is just going to be a big swoosh of dill yogurt. And then on top of the dill yogurt, I'm going to spoon the potatoes and the salmon. And now I'm gonna add the salmon and just kind of like sprinkle it between the potatoes. The salmon and potatoes are plated. Our dill yogurt is like swooshed beneath them. Now we are just going to drizzle the smoked paprika oil on top and sprinkle on some dill. So I like to just do a little bit of this, and then as people are eating, they can spoon more oil on top as they want. Sprinkle on the rest of the dill. And this I kind of just like think like almost like a salad green. It just adds some brightness to the dish, some freshness, and a little bit more texture too. This is our cold salmon and potatoes with dill yogurt and paprika oil. For the full recipe, head on over to Food 52. If you want to see more recipe videos like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, and let us know in the comment section what other recipes you want to see us demo. I'll talk to you next time.